It's episode 10!
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
So, this episode is mainly, actually, I think it's all pretty much just a review of what we've done for the first 9 episodes. So, we're just gonna sort of take a walk through our village and show you everything we've done on and off camera, and sort of maybe share little tidbits on what we plan on doing in the future with this village.
Alright, first starts right in front. We're at the top of the world here. Let's see, our chords are, what are we, 246. So we still got 10 more blocks to go, but basically the top of the world. We came up here to make an ice farm. And then most recently, once we upgraded the world, we outlined the ice farm in these cauldrons so that we could get powdered snow. No plans for the powdered snow yet, but at least we got it.
Yeah. So we have a couple of these that are filled, but some of them still aren't. But I mean, if we ever actually need some, we have some.
Yeah. Alright. Not much else up here. We used to be chopping trees up here, but we've got a better tree farm over that way that you'll see a little bit later on.
Lots of trees over there.
Forgot what my zoom button was. Ooh, did you make it?
Yeah?
This is the
You
quickest
think I wouldn't make it?
This is the quickest way down?
Pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, for a while there, all you were doing was hitting lily pads. Alright, so we're going to start here at the campsite. Or I guess not start here, but work here next. This was the original village house that I had designed and sketched in one of the previous episodes. Go back and look at the thumbnails. I think that was part of the thumbnail. And I had to build out a cliff that we'll also cover a little bit later underneath this. So we have a fully functioning village now with plenty of guys here. I'm missing a bed. But yeah, it had a bunk bed system. And actually, I noticed how the villagers actually get up onto this top bunk. Is that they run over to this cake and then they can just teleport over into the bed, which is really
I
cool.
thought they just came here and jumped.
I thought so too, but yeah, they use the cake instead. Yeah, basic beds. You walk over, all their workstations are in here. You got the blast furnaces and the smithing tables. So I don't know what all these extra guys are doing in here, but they'll figure it out. There's a nice yard for them to wander around in as well, so they're not completely confined.
And they have a cake.
And a cake, yeah, that's something to celebrate about. And then these guys are stonemasons. Gotcha. So this building was actually built as a cover for the super smelter, but also operates as a place for two fishermen who have decided to take up our output barrels as their workstations. And then this is the input of the super smelter, and then the output comes out in this barrel here. It's supposed to look it's supposed to look sort of like a sawmill, like they're running logs through here, but it's actually where I store all my excess stone, cobblestone, and stone variations.
You know there's an iron golem downstairs?
I had no idea there was an iron column downstairs.
Not much room for him.
Yeah. So another thing is that there's all these beds here where they can sleep at night, and then underneath each one of these carpets is a sawmill or a stone cutter that they can use to work during the day. But through this small door, oh, this guy's trying to get into the super smelter, and I don't want him in there. Nice. Both made it through the door. Oh, there's a zombie somewhere in here. I hear him groaning at me. We started to light up the entire village, so if there's any dark spots anywhere, it's almost guaranteed that a mob's going to spawn there. So I'll just drop some torches in around here. Anyways, you're gonna have to go back and watch the episodes if you don't know what this is, because although I do know what all of the redstone does, we do not have time to explain it all here. But the overview is that there is an array of furnaces that goes in an L. So down this side, it all gets fed with bamboo from below, the bamboo farm that we'll cover later. So it comes all the way down this row of furnaces, hits this chest, realigns with these furnaces, and then all gets filled up. And then some things that we added on in some later episodes. There's also a chicken here.
It's just a lovely friend.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him though, because then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop
I
in.
stared at it for quite a few minutes thinking about it.
Anyway, so Johnny redid this portion in one of his episodes. He talks about it. Really cool and intuitive way to get 4 hoppers to pick up items using a cake, and they pick up items sequentially, which is really cool. So in order. And then the other 2 components is that there's a recycler, which takes excess bamboo and recycles it back to the front of the furnace array to make sure that all of the furnaces are filled with fuel even after they're done smelting. And then there's also an overflow protection that shoots it off to our bulk storage that we'll cover later.
You do need to kill that chicken.
Oh, he's taking all the eggs. Well, it's a good thing that I cleared out my inventory. I can take all those eggs.
Nice.
Alright, now I got tons of eggs, but anyways, that's the cool things. The recycler, I was really proud of. Just, it's not like it's revolutionary redstone, but to get it all to work together, it was really satisfying. And
it's pretty compact too.
yeah, it is. It's really compact. It sort of works all well together. And then the recycler as well. Just, it was like a satisfying redstone project to do because it reminded me that I actually know how comparators work, which is a good feeling.
Right.
Ooh, lock Johnny out.
I have to remember where the buttons are.
Yeah, because they blend in. Alright, I'm gonna sleep this time. And then we'll... Well, I guess we could just start in my bedroom, right? Because my house is next anyway, so...
I'll just watch you sleep.
Cool. With your sword out. Alright, so this is the bedroom. Oh, you sneaky dog.
Dang it. You found it.
That'll go back. We'll drop that off at some point during the episode. Where did I even hide it before? Because I thought I put it in a really good spot.
I feel like I always find it like the next day though.
Oh, it was like above a chest or something. Hidden. Maybe near a closet. I don't know.
In the pantry?
Yeah.
The very top, I think.
Yeah.
But I look at my ender chest a lot, so. Where my dirt and stone are both on the top chest, and I was dealing with a lot of that.
Okay.
Building the stables and the turnbacks.
Gotcha. Alright, so this is the bedroom. I'm not 100% satisfied with the way it turned out, but I didn't feel like redoing it, so I just left it. And now we got beds sort of everywhere, so it's not common that I sleep in here, but... What?
Cool walking sound.
Yeah, really nice walking sound, and the pattern of the bone blocks is really nice as well. Nice view over to Johnny's house from the balcony. And of course now we've got the storage system and the bridge, everything sort of coming together out here, which I actually do stand on this balcony quite a lot. Like when I want to fly into the house, I do fly in through this. Also when you have little like nooks and crannies like this back staircase, it actually like incentivizes you to use them. So I do. Oops. Sounded like somebody just hurt themselves. Alright, moving right along. Hallway, nothing to see here. This is where I keep spare food sometimes.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. Oh, actually, drop the chicken off. I
just like to swim around it. I don't know.
Yeah, this is where I keep all my enchanted books when I have any. I've given them all away to Johnny, so they're not there anymore. And a golden hoe we got from the end.
And where we're keeping the map right now.
Yeah, for now, but that'll move before next episode, so it'll move downstairs. Do we go downstairs now? Yeah, sure.
I mean, upstairs is just your storage.
Storage, yeah. So this is where villagers are supposed to sleep. None of them have actually path found to these beds yet.
I've seen a couple of them sleep down here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. They were getting stuck places, so
I think
it
only on the bottom, but
okay.
maybe they'll find their way to the top bunk.
It's really just intended to be a bunk space for them all to sleep. So that's why there's just sort of beds in random spaces here. This is a new spot here, which will become the library. And along this wall is where we are going to be keeping the maps. So we'll clear out 4 spots every once in a while to put in a new map. So this is the only evidence that we have that this will one day be a library.
Look at it. Wow, what a
Yeah,
beautiful
what a
library.
bookshelf. But I've slowly started to detail these things. This room's gonna look like a crazy, like Harry Potter-esque reading room. So that one will be really cool. Bookshelves sort of leaning everywhere and ladders that you can climb up to get to it. It'll be a fun room.
I think for the maps,
Mhm.
once we get enough, we'll actually need a room for it. And
Yeah.
if we have like one giant wall for like a current map, so like we can like show the whole world, like paths
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff, I think that would look really cool.
that would be cool. That'll.
But that's the future.
Yeah. We'll go upstairs just so that we can walk down the path. So storage room, all the chests are in the ceiling. This actually functions really well because if you stand right in the middle, you can actually reach all of the chests. So that corner and that corner. Um, and that's sort of like the maximum reach. I could fit one more in, but then it's not quick access. So like all these I can just access on a whim. And it's really good. This is my living room.
Pathway here.
Keep going, I'll catch up.
Do you want to show off your cliffside, like the library sort of cliff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You've
So
done
I've been landscaping all the way down and making sure that everything's lit up so that it's a safe environment at night. So we'll cover the rest of that down there, but threw in the new azalea tree so that we could get the nice flowers. And then this cliffside goes around uh, the library reading room and then over to the waterfall where I have to do some serious trimming for the vines. But
I definitely like the look of these pillars, where like it even looks like a chunk of the rock was, cut off.
yeah, and like fell
Nice.
out. I really
Yeah.
like, yeah, that one's nice.
There is a tiny market here. This was already here when we got here, but I think we can improve on this.
Yeah,
Have some
yeah,
villages here, make it in a bustling place.
that's okay.
This is where our
Oh,
mending villager
yeah,
used to be.
rip.
Yeah, we had a door here and a door right there that we covered with grass or dirt. But we think maybe a baby villager came in and broke that door and got in and turned him into a bad guy. Because I went in there and looked in, and there was no one there. So we have a little memorial here for him.
Yeah, and it'll stand. I think we're gonna improve down here as well. This will most likely be where our storage for all of our wool comes in later when we get around to building a wool farm. But that'll be before episode 20, guaranteed. Down here is the start of a bridge. It'll be in the like very similar character as the bridge up top, just smaller with just one arch that goes from one side to the other. And then if you watched my last episode, you know that this farmhouse is due for some major renovations. But as for now, it's a cute little farmhouse. Has storage implemented into the floor with all the barrels. Nice little dividing wall here with the birch trapdoors for the bedroom. And then additional storage out back, which is where we're gonna drop all these eggs. It's nice. It's very functional. It's just sort of a setup that I needed when I was building out these farm tiers, which is something I'm also very proud of. You want to give an overview of that while I sleep?
Of what?
Of the
Sorry.
farming tiers?
I was just reading your dirty hoe sign. So some of these aren't grown yet. Sorry, I used some of this for my barn. Um, so there's tiers here as we go down. Uh, the walls are sort of mimicking my walls that I use later that you'll see, but they create these tier-like looks. We were trying to go for like I forget what country you said, but they have a lot of villages that have these like tiers that go down.
I believe it's Peru, but it's
Peru,
Machu
yeah,
Picchu. If you look at Machu Picchu, that's what we were going for.
yeah. And in my head, I thought about like a lot of like hot springs have these little pools that sort
Hmm.
of have this shape. So that's what it reminded me of. So yeah, there's a bunch of hay or wheat going down. And then at the very bottom, there's a nice little path with like garden and stuff and like water features. And then at the very bottom, we have the cattle and the sheep.
And the sheep are really doing a number on that grass. But
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been full, except when they weren't there.
yeah. Yeah, and if you watch again the episode where I finish this up, you'll know that this area will slowly improve over time. I just sort of got worn out with it, so every once in a while when I need a break, I'll come back here and start to do cliffs like I did on the upper side.
And a quick look under, uh, it's hollow, which is good for us because
Yeah.
we plan to do some projects down here. We did light it up a little because it was very dark, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're just gonna probably actually hollow it out more. But that is for the future.
Yep.
And if we work our way back up a little, if I can fly, and then follow the path.
We'll get to this. This cave right here that we're standing in naturally spawned, correct? A little bit?
It was like it was a crevice more. I don't
Yeah.
think there wasn't a top to it, but yeah, the
Yeah.
bottom is natural.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So this was open to above, so it was a
So I
hole
think
that
it,
you could fall in.
yeah, it was like a dead end right here, but it actually did pop out this side.
Yeah. So we gave it a roof and then busted a very big hole in the side that had
Yeah,
that we had to dig out with no beacon. We got to be careful here because we haven't lit up the sugarcane farm yet, and mobs can
right.
spawn inside of sugarcane. But um, this is like a ridiculous amount of sugarcane and bamboo. There's
Probably
only
be
10
around
of
like
them.
5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we have bamboo and sugarcane, and it goes pretty far. And
Yeah.
then on the other side, we just have flying machines that go across, and a button to activate it. Oh, I didn't close up the wall. Anyways, but yeah,
We don't
uh,
need
we
to run
used
it right
honey.
now.
Yeah, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
We used honey so that the blocks don't go flying when they break, but they still uh get stuck on top. So we just have an extra row of blocks on top of that
Yeah.
to knock off the items. So our village is sort of separated by this big ravine in the middle. And so we built this bridge to connect our two houses in one of the early videos. And I think it turned out very nice.
Oh yeah.
Our design, I'm very happy with it. This is sort of a teaser over here for the future and what we're thinking about doing with the village. Do you want to sort of explain the idea?
Yeah, so this is actually where the overflow for the bamboo comes through, and the idea is that, and the lore behind the village that we're building here is that it's sort of an ancient society who's stumbled its way upon modern technology. So they still build with sort of ancient or older materials, but then they're very industrious people. So we want to have all these tubes that are going to be made or that we previously had out of acacia wood, and then those are going to sort of flow through, and that's where all the items cover. But then I had this idea while building that lower farm to have aquifers So it looks like water's flowing all around the village, and to have them at multiple layers that crisscross, and those will carry the materials, but then we can also ride a boat inside of them. So this is our initial design
Test.
and test to see how to actually get a boat through here while also moving items. This is
This is not the final version.
Yeah, this is definitely not the
We're
final
still, yeah,
version.
we're still
Super
testing different
blocky,
ideas.
but this is a super good idea, and that idea is actually coming up pretty soon. Episode 13 is when we'll cover these aqueducts again, so stay tuned for that.
Uh,
We did not list the creeper farm on our list, so if you wanna,
Here's the creeper farm.
yeah, here's
Um, we have it default to off right now. So we have the only button we have to activate it is right next to the face. It's just a big wooden button. Um, this was pretty recent, so I'll just go really fast. It's just a scare tactic, pretty much. So we scare the creepers off the pads. They fall into campfires, and they come down to here, which we only have a stack left. So I might activate that again. Our storage for all the farms, we have 4 in the area. Well, I guess 3.
yeah,
Uh, 2 of them are combined. So on the bottom layer, we have the iron. Uh, the next layer, I think this is off, right? Yeah. We have plenty of iron, so we just turned it off. We also have, yeah, blocks over here. But over here, we have, right now, bamboo, but I think we're going to switch it up so that this is sugar, or gunpowder. The next
mm-hmm.
one will be sugarcane, and then the top one will be bamboo. But we haven't hooked them all up yet because, well, we might be switching to aquifers. So
Yeah.
might as well do it all in one push instead of redoing everything. Sleeping again. Right here, we just have a villager face with a sort of a villager breeder behind it. It's just a farm of carrots with 2 villagers, and then there's 4 beds. And so the kids can fit through, but the adults can't. So the kids try to go to bed, but they can't and fall down and then fall out the nose of the villager outside. So just pretty simple, nothing complicated. We do have pistons here to make the beds in there active or deactivate the beds in there. That just stops them from breeding if you activate uh, the pistons. I guess next is my house, right? This is my house. Lovely, big. I got a new mailbox. Has a boat in it.
It's from someone. I don't know who it is.
I thought that was funny. There's a boat. I really haven't done that much of it. Whoa. Your face just flashed in mine. I haven't done much of an interior on the main floor, or really any floor. Um, Here's all my storage. I'm sort of running out of space in pretty much every chest. Uh, I do have an ender chest that I'll probably start filling with actual shulker boxes. And then downstairs, just sort of a gaming room. Back here is my bulk storage, so I have a bunch of stone because, again, I don't have that much storage. And then a fish tank with a legendary fish in there. I only have 1 so far. And then arcades. This is in one of my episodes, so if you like sort of the design of this, just check that out. And then underneath, there's, the lighting. Because no one wants torches downstairs. And then upstairs is just beds and my closet. Nothing fancy. Just my spare armor, balcony, blah, blah, blah.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah. New stuff that I haven't even shown in any videos is sort of over here. So right here we have the stables. We have some pretty good horses. I updated these. These are sort of my all-around horses. Pretty good at jumping, pretty good at speed. We have a workshop, so a bunch of villagers are in here. And then I finished this actually today, this tree, so it might change. So there's a lot of lanterns right now. I think it's a little too much, but we'll figure it out. Uh, Yeah, so I just tried to sort of match with my house while also matching with sort of a village vibe. So yeah, just tried to incorporate workstations and beds.
That's nice. Make sure you guys go and check out his video to see the descriptions of all of these. There's a horse just chilling out here off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, I still haven't moved them all down. I had
And
him chilling on my front porch for a while.
geez,
Some
how'd
of them
these
died
guys
out.
all get over here?
Well, it's we have a lot of villagers, and it's really easy to jump over, but not so easy to jump back.
Oh, I didn't even think that they pathfind over these things.
I didn't either, but
I guess
they do.
you gotta put the leaves down.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm probably not gonna be trading with any villagers back there, anyways.
No.
We have
Oh,
our special designated areas.
yeah.
Oh, is it? Are we going down, or are we gonna look at the farms first?
We can do the small farms up here.
Okay, so in here, we have sort of a.
You go
I
first.
guess. Okay. We have the bees. We're almost full on honeycomb, and I just recently emptied this, and it's almost full again.
Jeez.
Yeah, there. I don't know why I went with so many hives. We definitely don't need it. Also, there's a cat stuck in here. I tried to get him out for a while, but I
Do I
gave
have
up.
sweeping edge? I don't. So I could try and get him.
Swords naturally have sweeping edge.
Ooh, no more cat.
Oh yeah, I mean, the cat went on vacation. uh, I just have the double doors so no bees can get out. Uh, and if one gets in the first door, you can easily push it out and close it.
The fence is
Uh,
attached to your door when it's open. I did
oh
not know
yeah.
that.
In here we have a grass block apparently, and another cat. I just had. Uh, I used to have a door here with an observer, so when I opened it, uh, all of it would pop up, and I could just grab it. But I have silk touch now, so I can get more melons if I don't pop them with pistons. So I took all of that redstone out, and I never put a door back apparently. Here we just have a simple farm. I guess I can use a carrot. I think. Yeah, I do have bone meal. So you just put it down, and it grows it instantly with all the bone meal and the dispensers, and then it pops it off. Um, and then I just have sort of a decorative uh, garden over here that I use sometimes to farm carrots, and that's it. I recently added cocoa beans over here because I went to the jungle, and a cactus because I needed some cactus for the village.
Nice.
Yeah. And then over here we have a pretty big project of mine, the Turnbacks. It ended up being a lot more work than I thought it would be. Originally, I thought it was gonna sort of end around like here, and I was gonna be at the right level, but turns out I went a lot longer and ended up taking up the whole cliff. But down here we have all my horses. These are the rejects though.
The
So
rejects get to roam free.
yeah, they get to walk around. I haven't filled this place up yet. I already have a barn cat apparently. This is new. No cats in the village. Oh, I didn't put the spruce trapdoors here on the sides holding these barrels, but that's fine. We just have a bunch of hay, and it's, guess what? Not even hollow. Made it
It's
solid.
full because of my farm.
And in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I did some on the farm I have.
Oh, and this one's full too.
Yeah. So that's
Nice.
like 3 or 4 layers deep, plus whatever on top. So yeah, well, we have this barn that I'm gonna be storing the horses in, and then I'll have extra storage in there, whether I want to put bulk storage in there with random blocks I have left over, whatever I want to do with those. Got the silo here. As you can see, it is actually full. little pond with a little pond down here too. Oh, I need to eat. Can't run anymore. I didn't do much landscaping. I did flatten it out a lot, but that was about it. And then there's these measuring tools. So this one measures speed. You have to start from back here for some reason. With world generation, it doesn't lag if you start all the way back there. And look, I run 5 blocks per second. So I'll probably put up signs here just with numbers on it so I don't have to count every time, just to make it easier on myself. And then this is jump height. I can't even jump 2 blocks. That's crazy. I have extra storage here that I still need to get rid of, but we'll deal with that.
Oh, little chest monster.
Just a tiny one.
Yeah.
With oh, that was the wrong button.
Where's
More
the...
crafting tables. I already have 2 on me. I've just been making more and more.
Way up top. So I'm just gonna take off from here. Oh, no, I'm not.
So I guess the ways up. Before we had the storage, I used these vines. Now that we have a storage, we have sort of an elevator going all the way up. So that's right here. From the storage, it goes all the way up to the top. Might as well use it, you know. Built all this honey.
Yeah, the whole reason we have that honey farm was for this elevator right here.
That's it. I mean, I will use honey in the future too. But right now, we sort of have designated areas. We have birch. Oak used to be here, but I sort of took that out. Spruce, dark oak, then sort of jungle, sort of like strip throughout, and acacia.
Yeah,
in the same
jungle and
strip.
acacia.
I was growing them both at the same time, so I just ended up mixing them. And then oak in the back here. And that's pretty much it for back here. We used to have little areas where we'd grow them, but creeper blowing up and never really finished it. So yeah,
That's
maybe
okay.
in the future we'll have
Straighten
better.
all this out.
Yeah. And then probably just the nether.
Yep, we just got one last thing to do before the end
Wraps up our tour.
of this tour. Into the deep.
Oh, hey there. Didn't see you.
Oh. Soul Sand Valley, not the greatest start, but
A lot of gas spawn here. You fly up there? We haven't done too much with it, like building much, but we do have a gold farm. And that is through the roof. Recently renovated.
Yeah, recently renovated. Still absolutely full. The last thing that we gotta do over here is
I'll probably just get rid of the swords.
yeah, either get rid of them. Oop,
I don't know if
still
they're really
works.
worth smelting. Yep. So we just have big circles, about 10 layers. I forget how many.
Yeah.
Just going up to the very top of the world, and then they fall in lava, because you can't have water. So they fall in the lava and they don't burn, and it pushes them to the middle, and they fall. Pretty simple. Just have hoppers underneath. Nothing fancy.
Yeah. And then yeah, like Johnny said, recently renovated. I got tired of coming here for levels and then going home. So I just have books here with the enchanting table set up so that you can get level 30 whenever you need. And then just turn around and get more levels.
It's only 6 layers, by the way. I don't know where I got 10.
Ah, that's fine.
I think 10's the creeper. Yeah.
Alright.
So really is just right next to the portal. It gets sketchy down at the bottom because that's where the TNT blew up. So watch out for the lava.
Ooh.
Don't worry, the path is clear. Anyways, yeah, it's just really open area, and I can't see any netherite right now. But yeah, there's netherite around. If you just fly. I went pretty far back, and yeah, it's pretty easy to just. I think this was a full shulker box. In my video, 5 rows went off, I think, without the rest of them going off because of lava. Oh, there's netherite. I guess lava can go through like a 1 thick wall or like through the corner of a wall. I don't know. Something weird and set off some TNT of mine. So yeah, 5 rows went off early, but the rest of them went off together, and I thought it looked really cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. It's like a
And
wasteland.
yeah, now you can just easily find netherite just floating about.
Just fly around and pick it up.
Okay, so we just finished up the maps real quick. So on the left side we have our first map, and on the right side we have the updated map. This cartographer is just a
He's just
nuisance.
trying to work. He's just trying to work.
I know he's just trying to work. He can work on the ground though. There is a little difference between the right 2 on this one and the right 2 on this one. We zoomed out a little more. So if you don't see the river system matching up quite right, that's why. But we don't want to expand this because, well, it shows like good detail, and we don't want to sort of take that away. So in the maps moving forward, we'll keep it unzoomed out. So we'll take that going into the future. But yeah, I think this looks really cool to be able to see this.
Yeah.
You can even see where the sheep over here have eaten the grass and the cows with the dirt patches up there. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty neat.
I thought it was kind of cool that the wheat shows up as green rather than yellow. But is that just because you took all of the wheat and none of them are fully grown?
No, some of them are definitely fully grown.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, on there.
it's just strange. Yeah. I think it's super cool, and obviously there's going to be a lot more water when we get to the aquifers and things like that. But look forward to keep making more in the future.
I think this will be a really cool feature that we have. And again, this is every 10 episodes, so 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50. But yeah, that's really cool that we can, show our progress throughout the playthrough.
Yeah, have a tangible evidence of what's changed and just how much work we've actually done.
Sometimes, episode to episode, you don't see much changing, but once you get a little gap between them, you can definitely see the change.
Yep, pretty obvious here. Alright. And with the iron farm behind us, that we had a full episode on together, that sort of wraps up the full tour so far, all 10 episodes and what we've worked on. It's been really fun so far to build together and to create all this stuff together. It's been a challenge to find things that work and like build a style together. And I think it's coming along really well. We've got plans for episodes 11 through 20. And just as a reminder, we'll be doing these world tours every 10 episodes. So you guys will be able to catch up or get a summary if you're watching this in the distant future and all episodes have already been published. But we really look forward to continue to build and to create like a community between ourselves, but also with you guys on YouTube. Any last words, Johnny?
No, I mean, this series has been I think, one of my favorite things about Minecraft, just because I get to build and do whatever I want, because this is our series, you know, and I do take criticisms from you and make my buildings better, but that and just being able to pull from people on YouTube, like the tree I built over there. I watched many videos and just was able to come out with my own abilities and just make my own one that sort of fits what I wanted it to do in the first place. I think it makes me a lot happier instead of just copying and pasting other people's stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think our skills have complemented each other really well so far. So me and just I guess an eye for building, like just having a keen eye for like ways to build things better and to add detail in various places. And then Johnny's redstone prowess and capabilities have complemented each other really well. And then obviously whenever you do something together, it's just a little bit better. So anything you can do, we can do better. Yeah. All right, and I guess we'll see you in episode 11.